Bonjour. Bonjour. Oh my God, this one. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. All right. So, new moon in Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio is coming up. What the hold on. What the freak? Oh, here we go. New moon in Scorpio, November 20th, 2025. Okay, you have to start preparing for success. You need to not only start preparing for success, you need to start preparing. You need to have one goal right now. One goal, that's all you should be focusing on during this season. Okay, you should be focusing on your head to toe health. You should be focusing on your plants in your home. You should be focusing on the colors in your home. You also need to get rid of you also need to transform your twin flame beliefs. Twin flame, okay? Twin flame, for right now, it does not exist. Twin flame is another made-up concept. Twin flame is another made-up concept. Okay, also sit back. Stalkers will be revealed. People will be revealing themselves. You have to relax. If you're having body surgery or whatever, if you have appointments, reschedule. You know, Mercury's in retrograde. I've had to reschedule the same appointment like 5 times. So be careful with your appointments. If you're married, you might want to relook at your birth chart. You have to also look at your definition of gender roles since it's Scorpio season. Okay, it rules the reproductive areas, you know, man, woman, child, creation, transformation. Okay, also you have to research your human prototype. For instance, right, I am the type of person that I can't be told what to do. You could pay me all the money in the world, I will still pause and think. Okay? Men's health is still showing up. Men's mental health is still showing up because of Neptune in Aries. You know, Neptune is the mind, water, illusion, memory. Okay, so that's gonna come up. The ego between the male and the female, there's gonna be a battle, but it's just like it's all ego, it's all the same thing. Okay, people are gonna start shape-shifting. Okay, you thought that they were one way, they might turn out to be worse, or they might turn out to be better. Okay, it's completely up to you. It's completely up to your discernment, because people are always like, oh, I don't tolerate this, I don't tolerate that, I don't entertain this, I don't entertain that, but are always up somebody's ass that don't give a fuck about them. Why? Why are you still entertaining people that don't give a fuck about you? I don't think that makes any sense. Why are you still entertaining people that don't give a fuck about you? That does not make any sense. Okay? You should be writing your new life script. If you want, make it a real script, okay? Come up with a new name. Okay, everything is manifested for you, and remember that it all comes. Okay, now let's look at the new moon in Scorpio. Let's see, November 20th, 2025. This is my deck. This is the deck that I use. Okay? Okay, so we have another sun and moon that are going to be at 28 degrees. That seems to be a freaking theme. Honestly, I was speechless. If you know any Scorpios. Okay, so sun, moon, and Mercury are going to be at 28 degrees on November 20th. Jupiter and Saturn are going to be at 25 degrees. Uranus and Neptune are both at 29 degrees. Pluto is at 1 degree Aquarius. Okay, now the sun has come out for the new moon in Scorpio. I'm gonna pick two more cards. But this is your first card for the new moon in Scorpio, okay? The sun. Let's see. Venus will be at 16 degrees. That's a Cancer degree. You might cry. Listen, you will cry, okay? This is an emotional new moon. Okay. Whoa. Okay, we have Prince of Discs, which is the King of Discs, along with the Sun. Lots of masculine energy. And then we also have the Fool. 0. Purity, pure energy. Purity, pure energy. We will come out of this pure. This is a true new beginning. Okay, just take a look at the card and its symbolism. This is the Fool. Look at the colors, look at the shapes, look at the figure, look at the person, look at the human, look at the figure, look at the creature, look at the colors, look at the positionings, look at the shapes, look at the symbols. This is the Fool. 0, 0, 0. This is the Fool. When things are meant to be, you just know. When things are meant to be, you just know. There isn't much to be said because the feeling is so overwhelming that no words could ever suffice to the happiness that you now feel, knowing that what you want and what is yours is going to properly align, and it has nothing to do with what you thought, and it has everything to do with how you feel. Okay, because the sun, right, this is masculine energy. It's exalted in Aries, right? So we are truly harvesting the feeling that we want to feel for our new lives and our new scripts. Okay, remember we have to stop telling ourselves the same stories over and over again. We have to stop talking about past relationships on new dates. We have to stop talking about our past selves, our past lives. If we want to have new experiences, be that person, okay? When the sun emerges on a new day, be somebody else. Make up a character, okay? I can't even read that. I don't even have my glasses. We have 3 cards. I might pick 4. This is new moon in Scorpio. Okay, we have the sun. We have the Prince of Discs. Okay. This is also masculine energy because this is king energy. I also want to remind you guys that the princes, the kings, also represent endings. So remember, I have spoken about this for years, that new moons always feel like full moons and vice versa, because on new moons you have to truly let go in order to embrace the new. You cannot go to a new house with old furniture. We cannot repurpose. We need new, which is the sun, because the sun brings a new day. That's the point. Do you understand? So if you have Leo friends, you need to be around them right now. And I constantly talk about Leo energy, right? Because I always say that Leos and Scorpios are similar. Hold on. Honestly, I was speechless. Give me a second. I'm trying to find my notes that I have. Okay, so make sure that you are subscribed to my Patreon. You can subscribe for free. I have all my readings there. I have something new dropping in 9 minutes, so I will be out of here in 9 minutes. If you want me to pull a card, you better grab me now. You better share and repost my live. Okay, Scorpio is water and fixed. Obsessive, controlling, and vengeful, manipulative, or secretive with power. Can self-destruct or spiral into jealousy and paranoia. Okay, so this is the shadow side of a Scorpio. You need to recognize the shadow side of yourself, okay? The shadow sides of the mutables are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, okay? By nature, you are the adapters and shapeshifters. You rule the end of each season. Your energy is flexible, versatile, and able to transition or bring closure. They thrive in learning and change. Your shadow side can be inconsistent, indecisive, or lack direction, getting lost in too many options. Remember, you are air. Fire signs, fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. By definition, you are the stabilizers and preservers. They anchor the middle of each season, and your energy is steady, determined, loyal, and resistant to change. They bring consistency and strength. Remember, the more you know, the more you know. Your shadow side can be stubborn, rigid. Okay, so a lot of fixed signs usually have to work on their facial muscles. These are probably the people that have all the Botox in their face. Okay, your shadow side, get real. It's Scorpio season. Get real with yourself. Okay, cardinal signs: Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. By definition, right? You guys are my favorite people. You are the initiators, starters, and leaders. That's why Aries season is the first sign. That's why it is the beginning of the zodiac. They mark the beginning of each season. Action-oriented, pioneering, and dynamic. They push things forward but may struggle with follow through. Your shadow can be bossy, restless, or quick to abandon projects once the spark fades. Also, I want to remind you guys that you have free will. If you have a feeling about something, you need to go with it, or you will not be able to grow with it, even if it may hurt in the moment. That is the point of scorpionic energy. Okay, it's supposed to sting you so that life, right, so that the universe and all of your angels and all of the blessings from the sky can suck the poison out of you. That way you can receive the light from the sun. Do you understand what I'm telling you? That's why you see this figure. Stay with me. This is symbolism in color. This is how I teach. This is how you transmute. This is how you transform. This is scorpionic energy. This is why you have to sit. I know you have 3 minutes to take out of your day to sit. You don't have 3 minutes for yourself. You give 3 minutes to your job. You give 3 minutes to your partner. You give 3 minutes to your friends. You give 3,000 minutes to your phone. You can give 3 minutes to breathing and thinking about your own fucking energy. So you know why you see this figure, the blue shit. Hold on. So you know why you see this figure, right? Hold on. The blue Shiva. Do you know why you see that figure and why that figure is everywhere? Because this is the poison that Pluto drinks for you. It is basically the sacrifice that is spoken about in the Bible. When Jesus died on the cross, all it means is that you are infinitely and literally absolved of sin, because the universe has already blessed you. Do you understand what I'm telling you? This is high science. I'm going to post this on my Patreon. That is the transformation. The Prince of Discs, the ending. This is the end of your suffering. This is the end of your suffering with money. This is the end of your suffering with men. This is the end of your suffering with leadership. This is the end of your suffering in career. This is the end of your suffering internally. This is the end of your suffering through thinking. You have transformed because the sun has shone again. Open a window in your house. Look at the sun. Go outside. All you need is sunlight to feel better. God forgive me, but you don't. You can heal yourself. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. You can heal yourself. You have to be thought of as a fool. You have to be thought of as a fool because, in essence, if you can't laugh at yourself, if you can't look at yourself, if you can't be with yourself, if you can't grow with yourself, if you can't be honest with yourself, what do you really have in this life? You won't be able to leave a legacy. That is what's most important. Leaving a legacy for Scorpio season. That way, when your 2026 comes, that one goal, okay, is going to manifest into something that you have never imagined. All you have to do is place yourself in that feeling. Alhamdulillah.